In the book of Ecclesiastes, we find a treasure trove of wisdom and insights into the human experience. As we delve into the teachings of this ancient text, it's essential to approach it with an open heart and mind, allowing the timeless truths to resonate deeply within us. Ecclesiastes 11:4 reminds us that whoever watches the wind will not plant seeds. Whoever looks at the clouds will not harvest. NIV, on the surface, this verse may seem straightforward, but it holds a profound message that speaks directly to our relationship with time and uncertainty. As we navigate life's unpredictable journey, it's easy to get caught up in watching the wind, trying to grasp every detail, or looking at the clouds, waiting for signs of what's to come. But true wisdom lies in embracing the present moment, letting go of our need for control, and trusting that God is working everything out for our good. Throughout Ecclesiastes, we're encouraged to live with intentionality, recognizing that life is precious and fleeting. We're invited to focus on what truly matters, cultivating a deep connection with the one who holds time itself, rather than getting bogged down in the uncertainty of it all. As we explore this pivotal verse in Ecclesiastes 11:4, we'll dig deeper into its meaning, applying its timeless wisdom to our everyday lives. We'll discover how embracing the present moment can free us from anxiety and fear, allowing us to live with greater purpose, peace, and joy. Biblical context and key passages. The phrase, "Do not be afraid," is a recurring theme throughout Scripture, appearing in various forms across different books. In the book of Isaiah, we find it in 41:10, where God reassures his people, saying, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be frightened, for I am your God." This verse offers comfort and strength to those facing uncertainty and adversity. Similarly, in the book of Deuteronomy, Moses reminds the Israelites that they are not alone, stating in 31:6, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." This passage encourages faithfulness and trust in God's presence. Another significant passage is found in Matthew 28:20, where Jesus instructs his disciples to go and make disciples of all nations, saying, "And surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age." This verse emphasizes God's unwavering presence and promise to accompany his people through every challenge. These passages demonstrate that throughout Scripture, God encourages his people to trust in him, not to be afraid or intimidated by life's uncertainties. The repetition of this theme reinforces its importance and serves as a reminder of God's faithfulness and love. Isaiah 41, Deuteronomy 31:6, Matthew 28. Meaning and key themes. Ecclesiastes 11:4 is often misunderstood as a call to recklessness, urging us to take risks without considering the consequences. However, this verse is actually encouraging us to adopt a mindset of trust and faithfulness in God's sovereignty over time. By emphasizing that we shouldn't watch the wind or look at the clouds for signs of what's to come, the author is pointing out the futility of trying to control or predict the future. This passage reminds us that our lives are not shaped by external circumstances, but by our relationship with God and our trust in his plans. Key theme here is the importance of living in the present moment, rather than getting caught up in anxiety about what might happen tomorrow or next week. We're invited to focus on cultivating a deep connection with God, who holds time itself, rather than trying to grasp every detail of our lives. This emphasis on trust and faithfulness is woven throughout Ecclesiastes, as the author encourages us to live with intentionality and purpose. By embracing this mindset, we can break free from anxiety and fear, living with greater peace and joy. The phrase, "Whoever watches the wind will not plant seeds," can be seen as a metaphor for trying to control or predict the future. If we're too focused on watching the wind or clouds, we'll never take action and plant seeds in the present moment. Practical application today. So, how can we apply this wisdom to our everyday lives? Firstly, let's recognize that life is precious and fleeting. We're reminded that our time on earth is short, and we should make the most of it by living with intentionality. A key practical application is to focus on what truly matters, our relationship with God and our connection with others. By prioritizing these things, we can live with greater purpose and meaning, even in the midst of uncertainty. Another way to apply this verse is to let go of our need for control. We can't predict the future or control every circumstance, but we can trust that God is working everything out for our good. This mindset shift can free us from anxiety and fear, allowing us to live with greater peace and joy. As we cultivate a deeper connection with God, we'll become more confident in His plans and purposes for our lives. Practice mindfulness and presence by focusing on what truly matters. Let go of the need for control and trust in God's sovereignty. Live with intentionality and purpose, making the most of the present moment. Conclusion. As we reflect on Ecclesiastes 11:4, let us remember that true wisdom lies in embracing the present moment, trusting in God's sovereignty over time. By letting go of our need for control and focus on what truly matters, our relationship with God and connection with others, we can break free from anxiety and fear, living with greater peace and joy. May this verse inspire us to live with intentionality and purpose, making the most of every moment as we navigate life's unpredictable journey. Remember, God is always with us, working everything out for our good. Isaiah 41:10. Let us trust in His plans and purposes and find peace and joy in the present. As we conclude this exploration of Ecclesiastes 11:4, may we be reminded that life is precious and fleeting. Let us make the most of every moment, living with purpose and meaning, and trusting in God's faithfulness and love.